What's up, y'all? We're back, man. It's been a minute, man. I'm not gonna lie. It honestly feels like I barely post. I don't know. It just feels so long when I post like every 2 weeks. But I only took two trades this week of like March 4th through like March 8th. So I just decided to bunch them up together again. But hopefully we can take more trades. I'm just trying to get better at just taking like what's there. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. This was March 5th. Monday, March 4th. I just came back from spring break, so I wasn't able to even trade. I'm pretty sure there was something. But here we go. March 5th, we see this GU setup. Great break of structure. Cool EMA placement, honestly. Like, I was cool with it, but the break of structure was just major. So I really liked that. You had a 1 minute inside, and it didn't tap at first. So I was like, dang. But then, like, even here, like, we created like another 1 minute zone inside of it. So I'm like, all right, I'll just get in like right here if I'm given the opportunity. Like, it's a tiny bit outside the zone, but I was like, bro, I'll enter here. I decided to do that, and like, if it gets to that point, I would end up having my stop loss like under here instead of just under that zone, because that's like the bottom. Like, just say I was like enter off the 5 minute, my stop loss would be right there. But since I see this 1 minute, I'm gonna just go for a little better entry. So that was the plan. And oh wow, bro, I literally perfectly placed this. Cool. So this was the entry, man. We going for the 2 to 1 because we enter off the 1 minute. And let's just see how it goes. Boom, got that 2 to 1. I think it even went crazier, but 2 to 1 is what we went for. And bro, I was irritated, bro, because like I was going for a 2 to 1, but on my MetaTrader, like I only ended up getting like the 1 to 1 like profit. So I'm like, what is going on? So I held this trade, bro. I held this trade a little bit longer, and I'm like, wait, no, it actually wasn't this one. But even still, on this trade, like I ended up, not getting the reward of a 2 to 1, which is irritating. And I ended up figuring it out next week. But we'll get into that, man. This was a solid setup, honestly. It had everything like the break structure, EMA, 1 minute plus 5 minute, even like the higher time frame was going with it. So I was very confident in this setup. So yeah, that was the first one. Second one, this NAS trade, boom, you see it's really high. But if we go to the daily real quick, we, ooh, yeah, if we go to the daily, we're actually reacting off a daily zone. If y'all can see it right here, let's just draw it out. Dang, we had a daily zone right here. So boom, break a structure, blah blah blah, and that is what made me confident in this setup, even though it was high. Like, bro, a daily. That's why we just keep going up, and then we have a 1 minute. So like, bro, I realized like if we have a high setup and we have a 5 minute plus 1 minute, it's honestly a better chance of it surviving and actually working. So that is exactly what I did. I entered and went for that 2 to 1. So here, boom, the 2 to 1s, man. I'm telling you, we still didn't get it figured out yet at this point, bro. Cause like, bro, I was just being slow. Like, I never realized that maybe I should do this, but I ended up doing it. So like, I just doubled my risk. Like on indices, like on GU, I was actually able to get like the 2 to 1 benefits, but on here, like on NAS and like US 30, no. So yeah, that's two solid setups, man. Pretty good, pretty good. And then this is the next week, Monday. Great break structure, bro. You got another 5 minute plus 1 minute, but this was also a 15 minute. So like when this is 5 and 15, if it doesn't enter off, I mean, if it doesn't give me the 1 minute entry, bro, I'm not tripping, because like it's a 5 and 15. Like it may not reach it. So even on here, like I'm still going for a 2 to 1. Great break structure. This is early in the morning too. Like I'm just waking up, and boom, it just works out that quick. So that was great, man. Solid setup. I still didn't figure it out, but after this setup, I figured it out, bro. So I'm like, all right, I'm ready to really reap the benefits of these 2 to 1s, bro. And my whole week just like turned upside down, bro. You see these setups, bro? Like going crazy. 2 to 1, bro. 2 to 1 after 2 to 1. Next thing you know, bro, I'm taking some bull. Like, oh my gosh, bro. So this, no, actually, oh, my fault. Okay, so this was the setup that I ended up taking at first. I took this big old zone, bro. Like, are you serious? And I tried entering like off the 1 minute, but look how big this 1 minute zone is, along with the 5 minute. Like the 5 minute and the 1 minute is so huge, bro. Like, what am I doing? And I didn't even re-enter it. And if I had re-entered, I would have got the 2 to 1, you know. But I'm like, bro, I'm making a mistake. I'm tweaking. So this was my first entry off that big old 5 minute zone. And I literally was, bro, I was tripping, bro, because even off the 5 minute zone, I had my stop loss like right here, because it was like 12, and you know, still going for the 2 to 1 automatic loss. Look at the EMA placement, bro, trash. Cutting through the middle. So yeah, that was a bad trade. Didn't re-enter, even though the re-entry actually won. But let's just say on this trade, since it's a big zone, and it's like a big 5 minute zone, I entered off the 5 minute and just went for like the old fashioned 1 to 1. It would have worked. Like, you see this wick, like this is still part of it, but like it's 9:30. You know, that's the New York Stock Exchange open. So like, I would not have got that anyways. But here was another trade that I was thinking about entering, and I did. But it's like I made this rule for myself. Like, if I lose a trade, I mean, not lose. If I make a mistake like that last trade, which was a huge mistake, like what was I doing? You know what I mean? I would not trade again, because it would just lead to like even more. And I still decided to enter this trade. Like, it had a break of structure, but um, the EMA placement wasn't that good to me. And we were also like, if we were looking at this trade, there's a 1 minute inside of here. No, there wasn't. There wasn't a 1 minute inside. The EMA placement was bad, but it had a break of structure. And like, I don't know, man. Just like, bro, even look at the 1 hour. Like, the EMA is so flat. Like, what? You know, if it's flat on the 1 hour and the 5 minute, bro, I just shouldn't be entering. Like, supply and demand is not great when the market's in consolidation. So that's exactly what happened. And like, even though like I had an entry right here, like you see the breaker candle, like my fault. If you see the breaker candle right here, boom. But if we scale down like to the 1 minute, you have zones being respected. Like, the new demand zone was created right here, and like boom, we're reacting to it inside the zone. So like, nah, bro, new demand zones being created and being reacted to. Nah, this was a trade that I wasn't even confident in. Like, y'all ever have those trades that you feel like are gonna lose and you still get in them? This was the same one, but if you have a trade like that, bro, sometimes it's just better to not take it. Like, and the main things when taking these trades is like the break of structure placement. I mean, yeah, good break of structure, which is that's what it had, but the EMA, and then it wasn't. The EMA placement was bad, and there was no like 1 minute zone inside of it, and the higher time frame wasn't even going with it. Like, those are the main things, and obviously a gap. You know, like they always have. I always take plays with the gap, but like, you know, it only check the box of a break of structure, bro. So, you know, sometimes you gotta weigh the things out and be like, is this really a good setup? Because like, look at the EMA on here and here, but looking on here, boom, nice. Uh, on this 1 minute, it's very nice. It's high. On this 1 minute, it's high. On the 5 minute, you know, it's still like, it's okay, you know, but at least we had a major break of structure. And then like on the higher time frames, the EMA placement is nice. You know what I'm saying? Look at it. Boom, it's under. You know, that just shows that we're in the uptrend. So like, these two trades should not have been taken. But you know, we're gonna clean that up, bro. It's March. We have to clean this stuff up. And like, I created a plan for that I'll tell you in a sec. And then, bro, this was literally just the worst of the worst. Like, where's the breaker structure on here? Like, why did I take this? The EMA placement was bad. Like you had broke this, but what is this break though? It's not good. It's not good. And like this is a huge zone anyways. And like, bro, why it's like, dang, what, bro? Yeah, huge zone. You had a 1 minute inside, which is what I entered on. I entered like the 1 minute zone, but like we didn't even have a break of structure. Every trade needs a break of structure, bro. This, I don't think I could count this, bro. I don't think I could count this as a break of structure, especially with the way that the trend was going and like the huge zone, bro. That's another thing. A huge zone, nah, bro. It's not great, bro. A huge zone is not great, especially when you don't have a solid break of structure like this. Like, bro, this was just the worst trade ever. Like, yeah, I'm not happy about this one, but part of a trader, bro, you have to accept responsibility for like what you did and just learn from it and just move forward. Like you can't dwell on it too much, even though like it's hard because like I'll dwell on it because I just took this trade, bro, and like now I'm done because I made a mistake. Like I'm not about to try and revenge trade. Even though on the same day, Thursday, I was still looking at the market and GJ had something solid. Like if I had just waited, I could have took this. Like look at this EMA placement, nice. Break of structure. Boom, solid zone. Like it didn't have a 1 minute inside of here, but it didn't matter, bro. I could have just got a simple 1-to-1 and just went on with my life, bro. Like, man, that's tough. But that's just the reality of trading sometimes. Oops, this is Thursday. Yeah, 5 and 15. Low key, could have went for that 2-to-1, man. Got the higher time frame going with it. Even though the EMA is not great on here, you got a 5 and 15, and like I would have took my chances on this, bro. You know, solid, solid. So, yeah, that's it. Oh, this is EJ, bro. My fault. GJ. This was it. It was like the same type of setup, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just like a 5 minute setup. But that's besides the point. I didn't even take that setup, so yeah, still 5 and 15. But yeah, that's it for the week, man. Well, the 2 weeks. So I made like these like sheets of paper. Like these are like mistakes that I've made, and it's like do not do this. Like I'm reading this when I wake up and like before I go to sleep now, bro. And these are just like the couple things that I'm making sure that it's on. It's like a little checklist that I make. Like solid break of structure, EMA lined up, 5 minute plus 1 minute, higher time frame confluence. Like if it doesn't have at least two of these, bro, I'm not taking it. And like it always has to have a break of structure. And yeah, that's the most important. And then like the EMA lining up is honestly very great. 5 minutes plus 1 minute, amazing. So higher time frame influence, like all that, bro, is great. So it's really just situational, but like with this type of setup that I took like with GU on Thursday, bro, nah, I can't be taking stuff like this, bro. Like it's okay. It's okay that I took it. I could learn from it, but I can't keep doing it. This might have been one of the worst setups that I ever took. And it just sucks that this stuff had happened like right after I figured out like why my risk calculation was off. So yeah, that's it, man. But we're gonna get back, and yeah, that was it for these 2 weeks, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this, and just know like just be patient, man. Just be patient for real. Take your time, and you will make less mistakes because the market is just going to give you something. It's going to give you something like if you have a good strategy, bro. I think this strategy is really good. It showed that it was good like when I was actually using it correctly instead of taking some bull, like some boof. But yeah, all right, man, that's it. I'll see y'all next week or maybe 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes.